Appointments preferred. You can contact Stacy Borden at 973-454-6272. That's 973-454-6272. And there was a story regarding Stacy. Let's get Stacy Borden's story for you so you can take a listen to Stacy Borden's story of this serious issue. Take a listen. Mr. Stacy Borden's story.
My parents, all they knew that they had a crying baby that would not be comforted, so they took me to the hospital and they were told that I have sickle cell anemia. One of the memories I do have is being sick and having my father rush me to the hospital, driving me in the car to the emergency room. I recall being pulled over by police with the sirens blaring, and as a young child being in the back seat screaming in pain. That was a scary thing. But once my father explained what was going on, that I had sickle cell, the officer helped and escorted us to the hospital for the blood transfusions, and everything turned out okay. So to protect me, I guess my mom told me as a young child that people with sickle cell anemia aren't able to have children. It was easier to tell me that I couldn't have children than to say you won't be around to have children. That was many years ago, and one of the great things with the blood transfusions is that they're allowing people like me to live longer lives. Pour the mix in a bowl. And they're allowing people like me just to live one day at a time.
This will be the best pancake in the world.
Want to keep his faith? And I just wish I could meet every donor and just let everyone know that you've made such a difference in my life. So look at me now. I was able to work, to go to school. I graduated from college. I'm a mother of 2 boys. And I'm so grateful that I am a mom and that my mom is a grandma. And I'm glad to have proved her wrong.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Stacy Borden story. So if you're available tomorrow and have the time and you want to give back, go tomorrow to the Baird Community Center from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. for the South Orange Community Blood Drive. It's for a good purpose, ladies and gentlemen. And let's go over to the Village Green. Opinion: New Jersey and the myth of fair school aid. You will have to look pretty closely to see similarities between the school system of Hillsborough and Bloomfield. Hillsborough is an ex-urban community. Oh, that's a new word to me, ladies and gentlemen. Hillsborough is an ex-urban community in Somerset County, where only 8% of the students are free and reduced lunch, that's FRL, eligible. The per capita home is $43,000, and the schools are supported by $820,000 in property valuation per student. Bloomfield is an inner suburb in Essex County, where 35% of the students are free and reduced lunch eligible. The per capita income is $30,000, and the schools are supported by only $660,000 in property valuation per student. Despite the fact that Hillsborough is much richer than Bloomfield, it actually gets more state aid per student, $3,586, versus Bloomfield's $3,286. Gothenburg and Jersey City, on the other hand, are similar as Hillsborough and Bloomfield are different. In Gothenburg, 82% of the students are FRL eligible. In Jersey City, 75% of students are FR eligible. Gothenburg per capita income is $33,000, and the schools have $443,000 in valuation per student, adjusted for being a K through 8 district. Jersey City's per capita income is $30,490, and its schools has $551,000 in valuation per student. Despite the fact that Jersey City is slightly richer, the state gives Jersey City drastically more money, $13,836 versus $3,834 per student for Gothenburg. Despite similar needs, Gothenburg per student spending is $11,116. Jersey City is $17,859. So I guess Jeff Bennett is trying to point out the unfairness as far as these different towns are concerned. Now, some time ago, our superintendent left the South Orange Maplewood School District, and I think he went to Yonkers, I think. I don't remember very clearly. But in addition to that, we have an exodus of other superintendents from other school districts. And here we have one from Maplewood. Prominent school super joins exodus to greener pastures. James Crisfield, the superintendent of Melbourne Public School, was among the last class of New Jersey school leaders to seal his contract before Governor Christie imposed strict salary caps on superintendents' pay. In the 4 years since, the cap have been as controversial as anything on Christie's education agenda, with some saying it gave the system a needed jolt, while others claim it had led to an exodus of talented leaders. And now Crisfield has bolstered the argument of the latter camp, announcing this week that he has taken a superintendent post in Wissahickon School District in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, near Philadelphia, in large part due to the salary constraint he faced in New Jersey once his contract expired. As leader of one of New Jersey's highest performing districts, Crisfield's departure is among the highest profile exist to date, following an excerpt from an interview with New Jersey Spotlight John Money. And we definitely have to give you this interview, ladies and gentlemen, because this is significantly important in that you have all these excellent leaders basically hitting the high road because of salary problems. So tell me what happened in your decision. I always thought I'll finish up my career in Melbourne. It's a great district, and I can't think of one any better. And he's right. But then things happen. I had my pay frozen for the last 4 years, which I found reasonable given the economic times. But then, once my contract expires this coming June, I will have been subject to a 24% pay cut. And that just didn't seem reasonable. Not something I thought was fair, and certainly not something the local board thought of. But the rules are the rules. Now here's the kicker. What is the salary? My current salary is $219,500. It's a little crass to bring the numbers up. But when you talk about the percentage cut, I'm 50 and I'm not close enough to the end that I can look the other way. Wissahickon will be $215,000 plus a 5% annuity. Was the cap the primary reason? It wasn't the primary reason, but would I have been looking? Probably not. But I'm grateful for finding Wissahickon. Absolutely, I'm grateful to have found it. What will have the cap lowered your salary to? Melbourne under the cap will have paid $165,000, and you also get $2,500 bonus for having a high school. That's all a high school is worth, $2,500. I can tell you there's more than $2,500 worth of issues in a high school. And he's correct. He's absolutely correct. There's no merit pay opportunities, and they are heavily bureaucratic. My thought on that is if the head of the organization is receiving a merit pay and the rest isn't, that doesn't sit right. You are not the first in Essex County to leave the state, at least in part due to caps. I know of a number of vacancies now. I know Livingston has an interim superintendent. South Orange Maple is also looking. I find it impossible to believe someone would have not figured out this effect when they put it in. And if a reasonable person could predict this, why then will they do it? I mean, these are exorbitant salaries, but a 24% pay cut is really significant, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't think that is really, really fair. So we have paving on Springfield Avenue tonight and Sunday night. Portions of Springfield Avenue in Maple will be closed for paving Friday night, November the 22nd, and Sunday night, November the 23rd, according to Mayor Vic DeLuca. Should watch for signage and detours. Milling and paving of Springfield Avenue in Maple from Wesley Road to Milburn Avenue began November the 16th. Mayor DeLuca reported that the western portion of Springfield Avenue are being milled and paved this year. Next year, the eastern portion of the road will be done to the Irvington border, said Mayor. You know, I always wonder, why doesn't Irvington get together with Maplewood and just basically pave a Newark and pave all the way down to Newark? Don't you think that makes a lot more sense? I would tend to think that. Advanced Auto will bring retail, not auto repairs, to Springfield Avenue. Advanced Auto Parts will be coming to the World Tire site on Springfield Avenue soon. After answering the concerns of some neighbors during the Maplewood Planning Board approval process, Mayor Vic DeLuca noted that contractors were working on the roof this week. A dumpster is currently in the parking lot. While happy that the site will no longer be vacant, their neighbors expressed concern at Planning Board hearings that this summer about potential traffic and other nuisance activity. Planning Board Chairman Tom Carlson said that the concerns were addressed in the final resolution of the Planning Board application passed on September the 4th. So, oh, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to be able to do repairs right across from Advanced Auto. And as we continue, let's quickly go over to my good friend, see what he has, Joe Strop, on maplewoodium.com. DPW chief gets heartfelt tribute. Department of Works former chief gets heartfelt tribute. Eric Burbank, the outgoing Maplewood Public Works director, got a friendly send-off Thursday night at the Hilton Neighborhood Association meeting, where resident and township officials saluted him. Burbank, who is retiring to spend more time with his son Ryan, will depart December the 1st and is being replaced by current Keyport Department of Work chiefs, Calvin Bell, who is also a resident of Maplewood. Mayor Vic DeLuca, fresh from his re-election this month, offered a lengthy update to the Hilton Neighborhood Association Thursday night. Among the bits of news in an address was word that new tenants are in talks for the former Santander Bank at Springfield Avenue and Prospect and the former Maplewood Diner down near the Irvington line. He also said no bank will likely go into the spot Bank of America gave up across from Santander, but the town was in full search mode for that spot. Lots of informational offers as well, including word that new housing will be built at the former liquor store site across from Dunkin' Donuts. So there you have it. News from maplewoodian.com, Place, New Jersey, and the Village Green. Time check. The time is approximately 8:30 p.m. That time check is brought to you by All Star Motors, providing you with services you can trust. They provide you with ASC certified mechanics, New Jersey State inspection facilities, used car sale, authorized police towing, and emission repair facilities. You can call them at 973-762-8771.